Bagua is whole body power hits to the opponent's weak points while you're moving and slipping and evading their attacks. Just as Bagua always flanks and evades, Bagua is always powerful. Alright, so let me have one of you. That's all we do. Defending, so we talked about defending and they're behind you. We talked about defending and they're in front of you. From where your hand, I'm talking about from where your hand position's at to them. And later we'll be getting into like behind and everything else. But this series right now, and we've got, of course got the other workshops and videos and everything else. But this series is about single palm, so we're very oriented to that. And mostly for where you're at in position to that for somebody you're going to directly interact with, as opposed to like behind you where your goal really is to get out of there and not get hit. Okay. So by which I mean that if it's behind you, okay, in some form. All right. So we did. He's behind my hand position, he was in front of my hand position, now he's at hand position. So the first one for me, do this position towards me if you would, is they grab you. Because then they're doing this, they're holding for their buddies. Right? So he does that. So the first thing I do is I start walking and I don't stop. Harry, let me trade you out for Harry here for a second. Harry, if you grab me like that, please. And let's see if you've got me. Now it does. Okay, yeah, so that's what I want. Right? Okay, so I'm here, and he jumps onto that hand and arm. What's the problem there, Harry? Okay. And you see my point. He ain't stopping me from traveling. Not like that. So that's the first thing. What do you weigh, Harry, if I can ask?
I'm like 230.
230. Okay, I'm about 190. 40 pounds, which isn't a great discrepancy, but it's some. So that was one option, was I just go to the races, because they definitely do not want to be held here. Whatever the answer you're going to do is, it cannot be, grab my arm once, it can't be this and you're still here. No, because he'll just hold, if he's smart, he's just going to hold on. Get him! You know, and here they come. 2, 3, 4, end the fight for you. Okay. So the first one was, as soon as he's grabbed on there like that, I'm off to the races and I keep going. I may be doing stuff in the process and whatnot, but I am not staying stationary, and I'm moving so that anybody else attacking me is getting stuff happening in front of them too. And I'm not stationary target, and even if they think they throw something, I'm probably not there. I'm certainly making the effort to have that be the case. So this idea of moving is always going to be there. It's just how am I going to move. So in that case, I just moved to put him in the grab a hold. In the behind me position, even though I'm doing that. Now, why would I do that? If you're running and they're chasing you, they're going to end up in the behind you position anyway. If I was going to stay close and fight them, or learn how to fight so that I could run away if the position opportunity offers itself. Right? If I get it out and I can take it, I want to be able to take it. So and even if the out's 30 feet that way and I'm reasonably able to run, but I'm like, they're all that way. I'm probably going and they probably are behind me. Also in a skirmish, they can either all group in on you or you can try to line them up. Bagua seeks to line them up, whether you're getting away or whatever. It wants them to come into a line. Simplest way to get them into a line is to get them to line up behind you. They normally will not, in a real situation, line up in front of you. Lining up in front of you is, "Sir, we came to challenge you today!" And everybody lines up, and after you get done with this guy, then maybe you get the next guy. A real fight, no, it's they spread out and they're going to try to kill you. Simple. So any lining up is going to be because they're not going to line up in front of you because you asked them to or wanted them to. They will line up behind you. That's not that hard to accomplish, although, and again, in our other program we'll show that. So when he's grabbing like that, the other thing is by getting him behind me, notice how little resistance I get from him behind me. Watch how much resistance I get, same position, if I try to turn and come across in front of him. And you can try this with your partner. Everything they've got is right there. Right? They're not going to let you turn all the way around and go that way, but they won't stop you from doing this. So I'm here and he's at position. He's at position, right? So he jumps onto that arm and I simply attack through him and take him, go through him. Take his head off, but don't take his head off like this. I'm going to hit your arm. So that you know, so I'm hitting his arm. Because you go, wow, he doesn't like it, but he's still holding on for dear life because he knows his buddies are going to have you in a minute. So it is not that. Because if you catch him right, yeah, you maybe broke his jaw or knocked him out, and then maybe you let go and you're good. Although you did stand here to do that. You can't afford to stand there. So it's not that I'm still doing shoulder. Reality is head and eyes and throat and all that stuff. It's this. There, come out for once. Yeah. Okay. So, not this guy, because like you wouldn't like it, but you can do that long enough. You got me? And notice we just started walking. And the reality is, and I did it there so we can see it at shoulder, we're going to do this a little easier now. Look at my footwork. Not this. This. And I keep going. So, yes, I'm trying to take his head off. Slowly. Yes, I am trying to take his head off. But I'm also changing my position at the same time. So literally, stay out of there for a second. So literally it's bam and I'm off, or even bam and I'm off. But I'm just not in that same spot. And I was there when I turned for just about half a second. Reality, boom, boom, and I'm moving, not staying in place. Be careful with your partner. My partners aren't hurt. You shouldn't be either. Thank you for watching this video lesson. Please share this video and ask any questions you have in the comments below. This program is designed to inspire new people to take up the study of Bagua and to give them a functional introduction to some fundamentals. Bagua can be difficult to learn because it requires at least 4 training partners to build quality skill, and much of the modern Bagua suffers due to a lack of training partners. Please help us inspire more people to take up Bagua. Share this video with everyone you know, and together we can create more Bagua practitioners so that Bagua of all flavors can grow and flourish in the coming years.